Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Well, welcome to my January Saturday stitching, and today we are going to start this one, and it is, well, I call it Warm Wishes. This says Christmas Reindeer. That ain't gonna fly. No pun intended. Yeah, so we're going to start up in here, and the color today is 989, and it is kind of a yellowish green, if you will. So, yeah, somebody mentioned this, that they were working on this, and it tripped something in my brain, and I went, yeah, because I wanted to start this on our Saturday stitching. And I have no idea, and man and the moon, who and where I got this. It didn't say anything on the back of the envelope that it came in, because sometimes I'll write down, you know, what store I specifically got something from. Well, evidently not so much this one. I don't know when or where, but if you've got a clue, put it in the comment below, and I will maybe figure out where I got it. I don't know, but we're going to say it's by Joy Sunday, which it is, and not a clue when or where. But I've always loved this pattern, and I just got nothing. So yesterday, oh man, it was cold, it was blowing, it shed a few, what do you call them, flakes here and there. I don't know if it was just what was blowing off the top of the mountain or exactly what, but it was cold. So I went to go and do my my laundry. So I sat in the car the whole, you know, while I'm waiting for laundry to get from one process to the other with the heater on. I went to the grocery store and I picked up stuff to make potato soup because, you know, potato and onion soup. Didn't put any ham in it this time. Just regular old potato and onion soup. And while I was there, they had those Grand biscuits on sale. Now, I usually don't buy pre-made biscuits, but making them was just not even biscuits was even an option. So I bought 2 of those, and I came home and baked those all up, because today I am having biscuits and gravy. Oh yeah. And probably some potato soup, you know. Did we get enough white gravy and all that? Yeah. So, but it sure felt nice to have some potato and onion soup yesterday. In fact, I liked it so well, I had it twice yesterday. The heck with the, what do you call them? The tacos. So I'll work those in today. And then I can freeze the rest of that meat, because I'll just get out what I need for a taco or a burrito, and it lasts, I don't know, 6 months, you know, but I can have it off and on for the next few months. So, yeah. So then I rearranged some stuff in the house, and that was just about all. My creativity was zapped after I had to make the biscuits and the potato soup. So I sat around making, well, I didn't sit around for hours, but making these. Now, in the United States, we call these yo-yos. I'll call it Europe, because I'm not real sure where it all originates from. They call them, and by the name maybe England, Suffolk puffs. Yeah. So just making up some of those to put in a little baggie so I have them to throw on projects. And it's not like I'm going to make an entire quilt like that, because yeah, in my book, that so will not happen, because I could barely make it through cutting out, the 20 or so that I had marked around a bowl, because I needed something bigger. I have a, like a ruler thing, my bob. I don't, it's like a plastic template. And it's got different circles, but they weren't big enough for what I wanted for this project. So I just used one of my little antique glass bowls. I have a bunch of Pyrex. I don't have a... No, I'm looking. I don't have any of them, but the little custard-sized dishes, and then I have the next size up, so my bowl was probably 4.5 inches across, maybe 5. So, yeah. But I have a ton of those because I collect them. I especially like the little custard-sized ones, and they're maybe, 2.5 inches? You know what I'm talking about. They're about the size of a ramekin that I used to get. I even have a set of ramekins, but these I collect, and some of them are, I'm sure they're just fresh out of IKEA or wherever the heck. You can buy them. And so some of them say they're microwave safe. I use them for everything. And others, they don't say that because they are of an older vintage. So I like them. And they kind of have a bluish green tint to them if you get them in the light. So yeah, I've always loved those little bowls. So every time I go to a thrift store, or if I go to that restore, sometimes they have them. So yeah. I probably have 40 of them if I have 2. So, yeah. And I've never made custard out of them. Use them to make custard because I'm terrified. Yeah. It's not my mother used to do it all the time because we had some of those back in the day, and she would make custard, but yeah, I've raised my hand. I have never made custard at all. My idea of sitting a bowl in a pan of water, yeah, and then baking, it just, no. I like the principle of the bowls. So I use them for side dishes and stuff like that, and the stuff that can be microwaved, Of course, I use the proper bowl because the other one probably shattered. Yeah. And before I forget, I did have a viewer send me 2 pictures, not one, but 2. And one of them is a Mill Hill kit that they finished. So, new finish for the new year. Good job, good job. And the other one is a work in progress, and I don't know that I know who made that one, but I'll put those right in here. Thank you, Sharon. They are both gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And no, I haven't ordered that Mill Hill cake yet. It's going to have to wait until Friday for me to order anything. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, I do have this upside down. This is that corner stuff right there. I don't know if you saw that because I do have my thing pulled up. So yeah, we're just in this general area today. So yeah, I did not get any stitch. I was just fried. So I laid down and didn't set an alarm. Yeah, I got up 3 hours later. So yeah, and it was still cold and blowing, so I had some more of my soup. Just a frigid day after such gorgeous days, but we knew they wouldn't last because it's winter, And sooner or later it might act like winter and actually has some snow. Not that I look forward to snow, but it's okay. I mean, myself, it doesn't bother me one way or another. I just hate having to clean off the car. Short of anything else, yeah. That's where my issue drives. Because usually I don't have to go anywhere and drive for any long period of time. So I'm not out in it forever. You know, it's a half a block to work. And those roads are like main roads, so they're clean. And especially since I get there after 2, you know, the roads have been gone up and down enough that not a problem. And when it comes nighttime and it's been snowing or whatever, I just glide right home and don't stop, don't waver, just keep moving. So, and like I said, half a block from home and I'm good. I don't have to worry about long distance driving on it. That would just, no. I save that for the people with the 4-wheel drives, you know. My kids, they want to do that. They're more than welcome. But the kids usually, my grandkids take a bus here. I'm sure I don't know that they do or they don't. They probably do. My other grandson who lives in Leadville, and they get a lot of snow. I don't think he walks to school. Either that or my son takes him. So I don't know if they're far enough out to get a bus or not. So, yeah. We're just having thread issues today. So, yeah, I have no idea. But today, I am not going anywhere at all. Just, let's get over here a little bit. Providing I can see what I'm doing. There we go. I forgot I had a loop. I'm trying to make it the other way. So, what's everybody else doing? Is it warm or cold where you're at? Or is it summer? You know, we get viewers from everywhere. So, just wonder how your weather is. I'm missing the days that I could be sitting out on the porch, you know, and stitching in the fresh air or going to the park and sitting in the park and stitching. So, yeah. This being cooped up-ish. Because I like to stitch outside, and maybe my daughter and I can go places and go, we call it hiking, laughingly. It is not hiking, we're just walking around on a flat surface because, yeah, the hiking part is not part of her repertoire either. Not with her back. So we usually just walk around in the woods, basically. But it keeps getting stuck, sorry. I kept it a little long. So, don't know what I will be working on. Maybe I can work on this and get this little area-ish done. Doesn't look too difficult, and it doesn't seem like it has, a lot of confetti. You know, there's some larger areas, so we'll see. And I didn't even start this last year, so I have no idea when I got this. Because I'd always wanted it, and I never ordered it. So then when I did, I still don't know. No. Not a clue. And I tried to type that in, you know, warm wishes, and maybe I should have typed in Christmas reindeer or something, but who knows. We have it, we're stitching on it, and I'm sorry I don't know who it came from. So, that's about all the information I can give you. I saw somebody had this done, but I can't for the life of me remember even who that was. It's been about a year or so, you know, since I even talked about this cross stitch. But it was up there with Kiss the Snowman. I'd always wanted that one too, see, so. And did I get it out yet? No. I know where it's at. That's always a start in this household. So, yeah. But it looks like something new and different to stitch on. It's kind of got motifs instead of it being full coverage. That's where I was going. It's kind of like that Mount Fuji jigsaw, only a little bit bigger than that. The motifs are at least a little bit bigger, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep this out for the month of January and just work on it here and there. That's about all the things I can say. But if anybody else has any projects they're working on, anything that they've finished or would like to share, you can always send me a picture, and my email address is in the description box below, and I will get it into the next stitch with me as soon as I possibly can. How's that? Because we like to see all the things, and maybe today I can get on Amazon and see if there's some Mill Hill kits there that I can look at or try to make a decision about, you know, which one I want, because I know there's about 40,000 of them. So we'll see. Not making no promises. We might get it by summer. Dagnabbit. It almost made it. Come on, you. There we go. Just didn't pull it hard enough. I'm not a hard puller, but sometimes those threads get left in an up position, so I have to go back and try to pull them back. I just go up in the same corner where the stitch is up, go through the loop and go back down, and it pulls the stitch in place. I don't know if you've seen me do that. Alright, guys. Let me get that anchored somewhere. And turn it around. It's kind of a lighter green than I gave it credit for. Let me pull you out and just get my little winter thing out of the way. I will have to hold it up. But it's kind of a light to medium green. It's not medium, it's not dark, and it's not light. So, yeah. Very nice. It will be beautiful. I just love this little pattern. It's just so cute. And the little baby deer. Got a little mouse. Got birds. We got a fox. I think it's a fox. And a snowman. And hot chocolate, of course. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.